If you've debated whether you think audiobooks should count for or against your reading total, then today's video just might be for you. Today, I'll be answering the question, are audiobooks considered reading? Welcome to Spencer Reads Everything. I'm your host, Spencer Duncan, and today I'm diving into a bookish debate that comes up all the time, especially in the comments. Do audiobooks count as reading? So here's my take, and it is a two-parter. The first part is, no, I actually don't think audiobooks are technically the same as reading. Reading, by definition, involves using your eyeballs to take in words, whether that's on paper, a screen, or an e-reader. When I read with my eyes, it takes more effort, it takes more concentration, and frankly, it takes more of my time and resources. I have to sit down, I have to carve out space, I have to stay focused, it's active, and it is slow in a way that I actually really appreciate. So yeah, if we're being literal, reading and listening are different. If you tell me you read a book and you actually listen to it, I'm not mad, but I do think it's worth just being clear about what you mean. That's where semantics matter. But here's the second part, and honestly, probably more important part. I'm a huge proponent of audiobooks. I think every single book ever written should have an audiobook version. Fiction, nonfiction, short stories, epic tomes, I want them all. And I think unless something's been published in the last 10 years or so, I think I should have free access to it immediately. Recent releases, fine. I'll wait in my Libby line if necessary, but by and large, I think that pretty much every audiobook should always be available. Then again, this goes to the heart of my opinion about how accessible information should be, just generally speaking. And I think that audiobooks provide such an essential new way of engaging with material. I recognize that there is, of course, a major issue in actually putting an audiobook together. It takes an actor or several actors a lot of time and energy to produce an audiobook. I can't even imagine if an audiobook is, say, 20 hours of listening. That's way more than 20 hours that individual spent being very careful and deliberate about the way that they produce that. And I really respect that. That being said, I love the ability to listen. Do I wish I had more time to sit down and read with my eyes? Absolutely. But the beauty of audiobooks is that I can read while doing the dishes and walking the dog and folding laundry or driving across the state. That's a kind of magic. And for me, those multitasking moments add up to a lot of books that I would never get to otherwise. Now, are there advantages to reading a physical or digital copy? Of course. I retain information differently when I read with my eyes. I can pause and reread or highlight or annotate. That kind of reading has its place, especially with dense nonfiction or when I'm prepping something for teaching or for a review. But for pure enjoyment, storytelling, and getting through more books, audiobooks are phenomenal. And I genuinely believe they help people engage with literature in powerful ways, especially people who might struggle with traditional reading, whether it's because of time or accessibility or just a hard time focusing. So I'm all in on audiobooks. I think more people should listen to more audiobooks. Well, granted, you don't make my Libby holds take even longer, but that's my own problem. I personally just think more people should be reading, and I think this is a great way for people to be doing that. So in summary, no, audiobooks aren't technically reading, and I do think that there is a distinction. I do think there's value in that distinction, but I also think they are 100% a legitimate and valuable way to experience books, and I'll defend them every time. Again, just don't cut me in my queue on Libby. Of course, I'd love to know what you guys think about this debate about considering audiobooks as reading, and if you think it's all that important that we clarify whether we're actually reading something or if we listen to it. Please let me know in the comments your takes. I would love to hear what conversation we could start about the difference between listening to audiobooks and reading a physical book. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and even if it's with your ears, until next time, keep those pages turning.